Types of tracheoesophageal fistula. Tracheoesophageal fistula, TEF, is a serious medical condition characterized by an abnormal connection between the trachea, windpipe, and the esophagus, the tube connecting the throat to the stomach. Normally, these two tubes run parallel, but are entirely separate. Abnormally, when a fistula connects them, swallowed liquids, food, or saliva can easily pass directly into the lungs. This can cause life-threatening respiratory issues, severe choking, or chemical aspiration pneumonia. What are the key causes of tracheoesophageal fistula? It can occur either by birth or acquired later in life. Congenital causes, most common. Tracheoesophageal fistula usually develops as a birth defect during the first 4 to 8 weeks of fetal development. At this stage, the trachea and esophagus start as a single tube and fail to properly divide into two. It often co-occurs with esophageal atresia, a condition where the esophagus fails to fully form and ends in a blind pouch. Acquired causes, rare. Adults can develop a tracheoesophageal fistula later in life. This typically occurs due to medical emergencies, malignant tumors, esophageal or lung cancer, invading the tissue walls, trauma, infection, or damage caused by prolonged mechanical ventilation breathing tubes. What are the types of tracheoesophageal fistula? Tracheoesophageal fistula is categorized into 5 main types, most of which also occur alongside esophageal atresia, where the esophagus fails to connect to the stomach. These types are: Type A, isolated esophageal atresia. It accounts for approximately 8% of cases. There is no fistula. The esophagus is divided into 2 separate, blind pouches that do not connect to each other or the windpipe. Type B. This type is very rare, approximately 2% of cases. The upper portion of the esophagus connects to the trachea via a fistula, while the lower portion ends in a blind pouch. Type C. It is the most common form, accounting for roughly 85% of all cases. The upper esophagus ends in a blind pouch, and the lower esophagus connects directly to the trachea. Type D. It is the rarest anatomical form, accounting for roughly 1% of cases. Fistulas connect both the upper and lower portions of the esophagus to the trachea. Type E, the H-type fistula. It accounts for about 4% of cases. The esophagus and trachea are both fully intact and normal, but an abnormal channel, like the letter H, connects them.